messed up. Last reading took hours to upload. But here I am, and this is going to be our reading for July. And it's going to be the big one. So, stay tuned. Let's see what we got for you. I hope you're well. Okay, let's just get right into it. Let's start with this one, I think. Okay. Gemini, July 2020. Ooh, new opportunities. Ideas of a fresh new start. But maybe thinking of leaving a partnership. Ooh. Okay. We may not be happy about that part. But yeah. A new beginning, a new idea that looks stable and beneficial to you. And I think the partnership you might be coming out of, there's some pain there. There's some pain, you know. Maybe the passion just stayed there between you and whoever. See the Queen of Wands. So it could be a fire sign. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Maybe Leo. Okay, you might have Leo in your chart. You might be going towards a Leo. Okay. Okay, it looks like something's coming up here for you. Have you been fighting something? Have you been fighting some movement? It looks like in this partnership, nothing's growing. There's no passion. I keep on seeing just reversed. The cards that you don't want reversed here. It could have something to do with love. It's possible. Alright, let's get into it. Yep. Not feeding a situation anymore. Let's see. Feel equal. There could be a Capricorn involved. There could be. But yeah, you didn't see this going quite the way you hoped it would. Something, I see Aries cards here too. Okay. You might be worried about your living situation if something's uncovered. If how you're feeling is uncovered. It may have you feeling like it may feel icky for you. Okay? It may seem like the end of a really, it could be real painful. You're worried about that. But at the same time, you also have a new beginning that you're looking to and kind of giving to. Perhaps something that's maybe online that you've been slowly and steady building manifesting this. But it may not have to do with this partnership, or it's either a situation has to end or a partnership is not working out. But I'm seeing cups here, so there are emotions involved for sure. Maybe you feel like somebody's been too controlling or just out of control how they're acting, and it's gone and dumped all your cups. All right? It's upset your emotional well-being or perhaps your family. And so you've been in your head and maybe not communicating this. I feel like this might be something that if it did come to light, you would be worried about it. Yeah. You don't want this tower to fall just yet, you know? You're worried about if this is who you're dealing with. Yeah, you don't want this person to react. The Emperor reversed? No, thank you. No, thank you. My way or the highway. Could be a narcissist. Could be just very controlling. And I see a lot of Aries on here, you know? I can see why you're worried. Okay. But you also see this as failing. Whatever this is, it's not working out, and you have to face that soon. In any case, like there's no, that's not going to stay hidden forever, Gemini. But you're worried about your very security. You're very, you know, having a place to live, maybe even. Just like, you're concerned. I'm sorry. Okay, let's pull some of these. You're keeping some pretty heavy emotions to yourself. Okay, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Because I see you do have an idea for the future. So you need to align your life with that. That is what you want to work towards, for sure. And you know what's in line and what's not in line with that. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're already doing it. So even if you think that you're hiding it or not, see, that might be a separate issue. Because while this partnership is kind of, you might be feeding to something else. You might be already doing and facing your true north all the while. So for some of you, this could even be an abusive situation, an abusive relationship, or some kind of oppressive situation to you that you've been slowly working, I don't know, consciously or not, if you had a plan to get out of it this way. But possibly, it's possible. Okay, but your vibration is rising. All right. So, Gemini, July 2020. My ear's ringing a little bit. It's right here. This might be, this new project is something you're very passionate about, but maybe you're not giving as much to it as you'd like, as you would hope to. And you feel that's really, you want to go towards it, but you feel like you just can't take the reins yet. You can't really drive it. You need to align your life. That's what it's saying. Go ahead and take the reins. It's time to do that. You're already doing it. Maybe you feel like you're not. You feel like you're not there yet or doing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're unsure. But it looks like in July, you're getting sure. Again, Leo's coming out. Yeah. So this could have to do with putting yourself out there, you know? That might be part of what this new project is about, putting yourself right out there. Here's Sagittarius. Okay. Or a creation, you know. Okay, so you're thinking of going, but you're not sure. You're thinking of leaving that partnership for a new beginning, or to be able to provide more to this new beginning that you feel really passionate about. You might be fighting, you might have an internal struggle, but there's definitely some, there's definitely an internal struggle. Whether or not you're fighting out or will be fighting out. When I always speak in past tense because I read the cards, just, I have to work on that. I always just think, even if I'm reading for the future, I think just in past tense because I'm trying to see a whole situation, a whole story. Sorry about that. Okay, well, be careful in any case of any kind of mental turmoil, any kind of uncertainty you have, or any kind of flare-ups with anybody else. Because it might feel like a loss. All right? If you take action, it might feel like a loss to you. It might just feel like... Okay, see here, we got the 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords reversed, the 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands reversed. You know? That energy is like taking action towards conflict, whether it's internal or external, and not coming out victorious for having done so. Is that aligned with your path? But you do feel like you're thinking pretty clearly about this, or you could be talking to and planning with a Sagittarius. But the thing about this man has 2 faces. So be aware of that. And there is also something to do with someone turning their back. So if you're working with a Sagittarius, you might decide to turn your back on the Sagittarius or vice versa. Maybe you feel like fighting with this person is not going to end in your favor. Okay. But you have a clear idea that the wheel must turn, and you have a clear idea of what you want, and that you want to start a new cycle. You have a new passionate idea. And that might mean upending something you had already started to establish. Let's see what else we got. You're already doing it. Pull some of these for you. Sometimes these are a little difficult to shuffle. So that could be a partnership at work, like a working partnership, or it could be, like, I feel like this project is probably something to do with work or some kind of creative project, but I feel like there's also a relationship in trouble there. So whether it's a work relationship or a romantic relationship that needs to end, you should know which one it would be. You should know which one is not aligned with your clear thoughts of the cycle you want to give to, the new cycle. Maybe feeding. Oh, okay. Here we go. Being weird as fuck is better than being boring as hell. Okay. So, oh, those Leo cards too, huh? Go to the grocery store and buy one grape. Just one. Put it on the conveyor belt. Let the checker weigh it and ring you up. Ask for a receipt. Do not under any circumstances explain yourself to anyone. Take that grape and thank it for teaching you how to do shit that others don't understand, for whatever good reason you have. Okay. And you also got your growth scares people who don't want to change. Are you getting shit from people you think should be cheering you on? If you thought of them as scared people instead of giant assholes, you could be more compassionate with them, or at least let their current assholeness slide for now. Compassion. Tastes nice and minty and fresh, doesn't it? Okay. So you also got the moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like one. Get grateful. Get grateful. Get grateful. If you're looking for answers, the easiest fix to any problem is to start with gratitude. Look around and name something that's awesome. Do you have a truly amazing cat? Fuck yeah. What's awesome about that cat? Aren't you glad it's alive? Do you hate cats and don't have one? Isn't it amazing that you don't have to live with one of those furry little creeps? Okay, now keep going. And last but not least, so you want to be a badass? Show your heart to everyone. It takes a lot of courage to be authentic in this world. Showing your heart doesn't mean you're soft all the time, or that you're a hot mess or a doormat. It means you're showing up fully as yourself. And you know what's weak as fuck? Living a fake-ass life trying to please others. All right. See what's up here. For Gemini July. That doesn't smell like the vanilla. It must be. I want it to be sandalwood, so maybe I'm just pretending, like maybe my brain is giving me sandalwood, even though it isn't. Okay, but let me focus on Gemini. Oh, okay. Again, Leo. Again, Leo. Having to defend yourself. Again, Leo, having to make a choice. Having to make a choice, but not having much to work with financially. That's the tough part. Tying yourself to that one, sticking to that choice without having anything. Okay. And here's the Knight of Cups. Some of you might be giving up, having to defend yourself, you know, against somebody else who you're supposed to love, who's supposed to love you. It might be about giving that up. Yeah, and that causes pain, but you'll come out of it. Okay? That causes some pain for sure. Maybe that's not right for you, huh? And so off you go in July. Off you go. You have a clear idea of this new cycle you're starting. And you will be the Empress. Okay. What will still concern you is the financial aspect. That's what stopped this wheel from turning every time, right? That's the devil. Not being self-sufficient as far as financial. There could be a Cancer here. If a Cancer does help you out, or somebody of perhaps that nature does help you out, you may then feel like you can make decisions without any issues that are in line with what you want, with your plans. So there might be someone out there who can help you. But unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be some heartache. There's going to be some sort of partnership that has to, you know, but there's going to be an end to that fighting, you know, and it could be an internal fight for you still, you know, but you know that's going to pass. The Tower is going to come. But yeah, you don't want to keep defending yourself against this person who kind of doesn't seem to understand what you're trying to do here. who doesn't like your plans, who doesn't really believe that, you know, somebody who's not supportive. So this could be the flavor of July, Gemini. Partnership drifting apart or having to come down with a tower eventually. You gotta be yourself, you know? The burden of the cycle isn't over, though. Because for some of you, there may be a message or some kind of legal stuff you have to clean up. You're also gonna want to do some healing. But when you're ready to come out, there you go with your Six of Wands. No longer having to defend yourself for wanting to have your time in the sun here. Okay? Let's see what else. Here's the love deck for July, for Gemini. July 2020. Oh. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay? And a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there could be somebody new coming, or there could be a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So might be part of your spiritual path that you start feeling attracted to somebody new, or somebody from the past who comes back around. This would be a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so you might need to heal. But it looks like some new things are catching your interest here. I don't know if all of you are really going to break up your stuff going on here. Alright, maybe some of you will, but I don't know if all of you will here. I'm just trying to see if it's still recording. I think so. Yeah, somebody might be coming back, but you don't really want this person. You're happy with what you got. Alright, you're happy. You're fine with it. You don't feel like it would feel good anyway if you answered this. inner turmoil it would cause or has caused in the past, just not even worth it to you. Yeah. This Prince of Cups coming around is a snake, and you know it. So I don't think you'll be taking that one. I don't think you would. Some of you will. I don't know, man. Let's see if I can get something on these for Gemini. What are you doing? She's been doing this thing where she rubs her face all over the microwave. My cat, Natasha. Interesting. Oh, I think she's getting all wild because she's eating my earbuds. I have little earplugs over there. Listen to your intuition. If you believe, the situation will improve. Okay, so just sit for a minute and think about, some of you are thinking about leaving a situation, all right? Listen to your intuition about it. If you need to take some time to think about it, go ahead. But after you've done that, listen to your intuition. Okay, if you believe that this relationship doesn't have to end, and it could be between two feminines, not necessarily, but if you believe this partnership doesn't need to end, see where that goes to, you know?